We'll just skate right over that one. Today, we're gonna be taking some time going back to Vondel and just seeing how players have evolved. You know, when you play Fortune's Keep and Vondel, they're two different maps completely. I feel like Fortune's Keep definitely has a better option to survive and take fights at the same time. With all these buildings, it's very hard to have the confidence to push in without getting killed by someone sitting in a corner. But I will be giving tips in this video, breaking down the gunfights, whether it's good or bad, and talking about how to improve yourself as a player, from accuracy to sensitivity, all the way to teamwork and strategy and rotations. Right now we have Nell, who's just sitting here picking up the same gun over and over and over again while his team's dying. His teammate's literally in the building next to him. At least Pink's going there, but Yellow needs to go and help. When you have a teammate down, when you see one of this happening, even if he's getting res or not, he's probably gonna need some help. He's probably gonna need backup, because I guarantee you the guy that downed him, even if we kill that guy, he's gonna have teammates as well. Now, I don't normally do the pause breakdowns on this channel, so let me know how you guys enjoy them. We usually just do live commentary, but I've been seeing a lot of players struggling in Fortune's Keep and Vondel, and I really just want to start helping you guys out. Again, he might want to reload his gun. If we go back real quick, he never finished really popping the reload. He canceled before. Watch. He didn't actually pull the slide back, so it's not gonna be a big deal, because when he whips out again, he's gonna be able to pull the slide back and start shooting. But if an enemy pushes up his face and he needs those instant shots, he's not gonna get them. Now look, when you're sniping, and as a sniper, you do not want to sit there and ADS at a random spot and start drag scoping the scan. Not a good way to start your sniping experience. I mean, literally just aiming at a wall and then just dragging it. You need to stay out of your sight picture, look around, line your dot up with an enemy, then ADS and fire. All this time we're taking, we might get the shot, but all this time we're taking right here, we're just vulnerable as shit. Secondly, let's just pay attention to how slow he's tracking. Even here, he's trying to catch up to the enemy. He ended up getting the knock, but he's trying to catch up to the enemy, and it's not really that fast. You need to speed up your sensitivity. There's no reason for your sense to be this strict. He's got to be on, I don't know, 4, maybe 3. Even though he got the knock, still not really what I want to see from snipers. You don't have to have crazy high sense, but I would recommend nothing less than 6 or 7. How do I know that's the dude? Movement. He's actually popping a self-res right now. He's doing this whole thing. You know, when they look like they're doing sit-ups, they're popping a self-res. And we're shooting at a wall. So he's gonna miss out on that kill just out of not being observant at all. Not to mention his team's pushing that fight, so we should probably go over there and push that fight too. Very delayed in the reaction time, well, he's just playing super scared. And again, you see the tracking once again. Up your sensitivity if your aim looks like this. He physically can't keep up with the enemy. The only time he hits is when the enemy doubles back the opposite way. And he's not able to follow up through it. But again, need to finish popping the reload, need to pop our plates. We also have ammunition that we could throw down and try to, I don't know, get more than 7 bullets. But as our team pushed by themselves, as our team pushed without us, they were together, we were not. They get waxed, all while Hotwire stays here and sits in a staircase. Not really any reason for this play at all. Now, a lot of people do this to play the timer so teammates can come back. Well, let me ask you, wouldn't you rather push with your team and help them win fights than sit on a rooftop or sit behind a register waiting for the inevitable? When you guys play like that, I know that you're not winning games. You might win a few, but you're not winning 6, 7 a day. There ain't no way. You're probably not winning 6, 7 a month. We have a lot of pings out here. First off, these guys are fighting. There were 2 pings. They're out in the open. That's no cover, no concealment. That's easy to peek outside and start shooting those guys. If you want to up your kill count, you have to take advantage of shit like this. If enemies are vulnerable and fighting, third party them is the best way to increase that kill count. I think a lot of players feel like they have to take head-on fights, and that's not really what you want to do most of the time. Our teammates have now landed away from us towards their loading. We should probably make our way to loadout too. And because again, it's Resurgence, I hate seeing people play like this. Lobby's still hella healthy, 61 players. Just push, play. If you die, it's fine. Stop worrying about your KD. Your KD is holding you back. So many players are sitting there like, I need to have a hot KD so people think I'm good. No, you don't. Stop playing like this to get a 2 KD. There's a lot of 2 KD players that literally play like this. They'll get 5 kills and only die once, and then they're like, my KD is good. We'll just skate right over that one. We have a helicopter right above us. No worries of him trying to splat us for some odd reason. On top of that, again, we have our loadout right next to us that I would like to see them get, but they probably won't. Occupation scan still needing to be removed from the game. It's the most ridiculous thing they've ever done in gaming history. Let's alert everyone of people who aren't prone. People always think I'm crazy. I'm telling everyone Activision's trying to make their player base shitty. And they are. I don't know if they're trying to do it, but they are making their player base worse by doing dumb shit like this. Yeah, there you go. No, you shouldn't ever punish players for standing up and running around. You shouldn't. If anything, it should be the opposite. Go back to Call of Duty Ghosts, where if you sit still for too long, you pop up on the mini-map. You know, back when Call of Duty was good. It made sense. But we are on a rooftop. There are multiple entrances to this rooftop, specifically this other side that we initially got in a fight in, and we're all worried about this side here to camp loadies. Look at this. Come on, brother. The reason why I go so hard on people is because as a coach, I'm just that type of coach. I just am. I believe in harsh love. I believe in getting the message across to make you guys better. Call it what you want. Say what you want. I really genuinely want these players to be better because I know they're not having fun doing this. You can see the anxiety. You can see the tension. You can see the fear. There's no love for this gameplay. And I'm not talking about from myself. I'm talking about from them. Like, dude, maybe it's just me. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys have more fun running and getting into fights or sitting still doing nothing? Now, if you're playing for win streaks and playing for nukes, that's a whole different ballgame. You're playing ranked, that's a whole different ballgame. When you're playing pubs and you need to get better, this is not the way to do it. All right, we're finally getting aggressive. At least Green's got the balls to kind of go in and start that fight. If you want to peek windows or corners, I get that, but ADS in the open, avoid that. The only reason you need to ADS is to either A, get ready to shoot a target, or B, aim at a window to check it to see if an enemy's peeking in a dark corner, aim at a rooftop to peek it to see if he's sitting there using a heady, or aim at a corner to see if he's using it as a heady as well. When you can't see an area, I'm okay with ADSing, but the wide open street like that, not really what you want to do. And again, we're sitting on $26,000 now. When you have a down like this and you just finished killing an enemy, bounce back to cover. You can execute him somewhere else. Run back to the left-hand side towards the wall while you're reloading, then turn around and execute him. We're standing out in the open like this. If he's got a teammate near him or there's any of the other 52 players near us, you're dead. This is crazy. He's popping his reload in the middle of the open, bro. I'm getting anxiety from it. So play cover, play concealment as much as possible. When you get in a fight, even if you get a knock, bounce back to cover. I'm not saying let him self-res, but bounce back to cover, finish taking care of yourself, plate up, reload, and then execute. All right, so at this point, his teammates are going to the loadout, and you see him kind of look at the mini-map. It takes him a little bit, but it's not really a huge deal. Just make sure you're always paying attention to the mini-map. When I'm playing the game, whether I'm playing super passive, super aggressive, no matter what mode I'm in, I'm always constantly glancing at the mini-map. Even when I'm spectating, I'm looking at it as if I'm playing. I'm looking at the mini-map probably more than most of you guys do. You need to make it a habit to always be glancing at that mini-map. Eventually, I'll get an eye tracker so you guys can see while I'm playing and while I'm spectating what I'm looking at and how my vision basically analyzes everything. I can't really tell you guys, like, I look at this and this at a certain time, like every 30 seconds, because that's just not true. But like, you know, before I go into a fight, I check my plates, I check my ammo, I check my guns, I make sure I have everything I need, and then I go into the fight. As I'm in a fight, I do the same thing, and as I'm recovering from a fight, I do the same thing. Those are things you guys need to be doing. Also, if you're trying to chase down kills, mini-map is crucial. UAVs, of course, will give you guys all the intel you need, but when you see these pings popping up, that's easy intel on where enemies are at. Not just the people popped up, but who they're shooting at. Also, the drones, dead giveaway. When people launch drones, for 90% of the time, they launch them and sit under them. Drones are a good tool. It's good to protect you, but I honestly like to use them in an offensive stance. If I have one on me and we get into a fight, I'll launch that bitch up just so if I get pushed from the unsuspecting area, maybe it'll do some damage to the enemy and I'm able to turn on them and one tap them. But again, pay attention to everything going on. If you guys are struggling 5, 6, 7, 10 kills, and double digits, nothing to scuff at for sure. But if you guys are struggling getting your kill count up, Pay attention to what's going on around you and go fight them unless they're in a terrible position. Speaking about paying attention, make sure your FOV is set correctly because this guy right here is floating right above us. He's an easy shot. Granted, this build is questionable for sure. I don't even know what gun this is. But this is an easy target. When you see people flying through the air, especially like this, and you're not getting shot at and you're semi-safe to take shots, this is a perfect target practice. He's moving, so it's going to help practice your tracking, and it should be a very easy kill for almost any player. Unfortunately, I don't think he even sees the player. Oh, there we go. Sniper from the right-hand side and the left and the right. And yeah, just again, not paying attention. I know it seems obvious for a lot of you goats out there, but when you have glints on the screen, that's a huge giveaway. I know sometimes it's hard to spot glints. I'm guilty of not seeing them as well, but that tracer right there instantly lets me know, especially the audio cue. He's to my right side. And he just sprints towards the glint. You're making the sniper's job a lot easier than it really is. Snipers, even good snipers, the more movement you have, the more unpredictability you have, the harder it's going to be for the sniper. For instance, I'm a good sniper. If someone's zigzagging, I will have to anticipate his zig into his zag and pre-fire where I think he's going to go. And if he's super unpredictable, it's going to be very hard for me to shoot that target. When you guys are just running straight in a direction, or especially straight at me, oh, it's the easiest shot of my life. All right, we go down. We have yellow. He could come for the res on us right now. And it looks like he's still sitting up here. So if he jumps down and plays this wall, he could play it as a heady, right? He could kind of pop up, take some shots, move around, pop up, take some shots. That's not what I would want to do, but if he wants to fight, that's what he can do. I would just come stick it for the res. If you hear the enemy come and sprint towards you, that means he's not ADS. That makes the sniper a little bit more vulnerable than he wants to be. Then you can peek up and start shooting at him. So if you hear the enemy push while you're resing, stop the res, shoot the guy in the face. But sitting out in the open like this, and this is exactly what I was about to point out, you're going to get knocked. You're making players' jobs a lot easier than it really has to be. Stop it. Stop making players' jobs easy. Make them work for the kill. Also, when you see these guys shooting, they're not sidestepping. When you guys are playing on controller, take advantage of aim assist. I'm a mouse and keyboard player. I hate aim assist, but it's a tool you guys have. You need to take advantage of. Sidestep. Are you shooting dead bodies, brother? Sidestep. Right? Sidestep while you're shooting. And regardless, even on mouse and key, I sidestep so I don't get shot in the face. When you're standing perfectly still, you put yourself in a disadvantage for aim assist and also for avoiding getting shot in the head. If you're moving, you take advantage of both of those things. Also for this as well, I'd want to go prone. When it comes to looting, buying, and getting loadout, don't prone by the buy station, don't prone at the loadout. The animation is going to get you screwed up. But because our head's vulnerable, and again, we were being sniped at, I, for one, would definitely be prone in this res situation. He's going to take shots at this guy, watch. No, he did. Whoa, especially with this gun. My man got the poly, and he's not shooting that dude to the right. Again, easy kill he's missing out on. We've watched these guys miss out on so many easy kills. Guys zipping up to your boy. We heard the zip. I'm not even going to continue it right now. You heard the zip on the right-hand side. You know your teammates further in the back, and he's going to be in a fight, and we're not there to help him out. Even while they're fighting, we're not even peeking in. We're not even looking that direction. Yellow won the fight, but it was almost like Slimbo had no idea the fight was taking place next to him. I know not everyone's got the best headset in the world. I got a garbage headset myself, and I heard that shit. I don't have any special audio settings anymore. I used to, but not anymore. So these are obvious cues. The reason why a lot of streamers, myself included, bitch about no audio and how bad the audio is isn't because we want the audio to be perfect because we're just selfish. It's because when you're playing competitive games, all of your senses that can go into gaming need to be operational. If the enemy can hear your movement and you can't hear his, you're already at an instant disadvantage. I'm not going to try to sell you guys headsets, but upgrade your headset. If you're playing on a TV speaker, yeah, you're not going to get the quality that you're probably looking for. All right, again, pop the reload. And we're in a position where we can gatekeep everybody right now as well. So even though we're in fights currently, once these fights are taken care of, I want to get eyes on these buildings. And I also want to get eyes on the courtyard. We have a buy station right here. You're going to have people go to the courtyard to get buybacks because Resurgence is disabled. Go and get UAVs, go and get weapons, whatever it is. So again, we need to be peeking stuff. Players, one of the top 5 mistakes players make is not peeking the open area. Okay, the fact that we cracked him at that range with this gun is actually kind of crazy. And again, if we were peeking the courtyard, we'd probably see the guy on the rooftop that direction shooting us in the face also. I'm not sure what he's pinging. He didn't get shot from here. He got shot from here. Bad pings. There might be an enemy in there, but that's not where he got shot from. And again, just watch. We are not peeking the open streets. Easy kills come with rotations like this because we all know people love playing the edge of gas. People don't know how to rotate. And you can catch some easy kills. If you guys ever watch my gameplay when I stream, most of my kills, most games come in game when I'm just holding positions. I can literally have 2 kills until like the last 3 zones on big map and then instantly up it to almost 20 or 20 just from, again, holding. Now y'all are crazy. Okay, now yellow and green are both pushing off the roof to go fight these guys. There's no reason to. These guys have to be in our zone in the next 60 seconds. If they push in and die, that puts our team at a disadvantage. If they push in and win, they're still in a bad position because they have to work their way back to us. And I promise you, with 12 teams total left, there's going to be another team in this area. So they're going to be in a bad spot. I like to see the aggression. I just don't think this time is a good time to be that aggressive. Again, good smoke from the enemy down there. I'm guessing going to the buy. And this is where thermite simtexes are my favorite, come into play. Also, again, I really encourage you guys to stop running stuns and concussions. Start running smokes. Smokes, you can get yourself out of really shitty positions. You can get yourself in a really good positions on rotation. You're crazy on that. Don't challenge a sniper like that. The biggest, another massive mistake you guys make is mounting against a sniper. If the sniper is good, he will fuck you up. I love seeing people mounted when I'm sniping because I will clap their cheeks. You see their head, it's easy to aim. They're sitting right there. Sure, they're more accurate. You might have to fight flinch, but if you have a little bit of movement and you're fast with it, they're not gonna be able to outreact you. No way. And again, talk about reaction time, getting into fights. If you guys play Resurgence and every time you guys play for a month, you guys are actively pushing fights, you're never sitting still. You're just pushing whatever you see. You'll die a lot, you'll lose very few, you'll win very few games, but you will become a better player instantly, literally. Just by getting the reps in and getting good at making decisions while in a fight will change the way you play forever. It will. You just have to stop worrying about the wins, stop worrying about your stats, put yourself in a very bad position by picking fights you probably shouldn't win, you probably shouldn't pick, and just going at them. Do it for a month and then lock it in and start playing for wins and KD and all that shit, and you'll surprise the fuck out of yourself. All right, but look, let's talk about rotations. We have a rotation. Easy. Play the rooftop. This is a good one. Pink's on it. Nice ping from him. Good comms. This is where we want to be. I'd go ahead and move here now. I don't think anyone else is under us, but just in case, pop the UAV. Pop the UAV, find out where they're at. If you're good, jump to the rooftop and you can hold anybody over here, anyone else over here, and people rotate in from here as well. Also, again, pick the right gun for the right fights. I'm pretty sure this dude has the poly. I might be wrong. He's still cracking him. This gun's fucking broken. Pay attention to blue. He went into gas to get a kill. I think it's stupid. Bad play. Even if he gets the kill, this is crazy. He's running a lot of risk. And again, Nell needs to be looking around to either A, help his teammate, or B, get to position. Pink marked where he wants to go. I'd like to see him get there. I'd love to see him get there, man. The problem with picking a position and not going to it soon enough is the fact you allow another team to get to it and hold you from getting to your spot. So for instance, if there's a team that rotated here and they're sitting on the bottom and they hear us shooting, all they have to do is look our direction. The moment we jump off the roof to parachute, they can beam us up the sky. So when it was safe and no one was there, push to the rooftop. I don't know if anyone's there right now, but still, it's really risky. You're vulnerable from getting shot should there be a team there. Although with only 4 enemy teams, JK. Pretty sure Slimmo just downed himself, actually. All right, again, jumping down to clear out this area. I'm not against. You want to kill people that are in here. You want to get them from under you. I'm for that. But make sure some of your teammates staying up top, too, because they have perfect angle and leverage on the enemies out here. Also, green's in there fighting. And here we are, making love to the wall. There it is. Look right. Look right. Look right. Look right. Don't go for the execute. Clear, then execute. Clear, then execute. Clear, then execute. You assume someone's in there. That's why through the bomb drone, but you didn't clear it before you executed. Another mistake a lot of players make. A lot. You guys will go for execute to knock the enemy out, to get your KD up, when in reality, if you just play the fight, you can probably kill all the enemies around you. This dude loves, they all love shooting their teammates, straight up. All right, so 4v2, we should easily have this win. I'm not sure why we're hiding in here, allowing the enemies to buy themselves back. Now a 4v4. 2 people are coming back in from the heavens. We know that someone went to the buy. Let's 4-stack this dude and get him out the lobby, making it a 4v3. and really just a 4v1 because the two guys in the sky have nothing but pistols, and we can kill the last guy relatively easy just by playing together. Not sure what we're going to the buy for right now. If we want to get a UAV, fine, cool. We're getting a cluster. That is the opposite of what we should have been doing. You gonna watch blue die? Yeah, you are. Are they gonna throw this? No way. Blue goes in, pink goes in. We're going for the buy, which is a good decision on the fly. But again, we need to stick together. Let's fight each other. His cluster actually got a knock. That's crazy. It actually worked. Again, another situation, 4v2. It's a winnable fight, but let's just put it this way. If the enemy squad would have played together, they probably could have killed this team. They got blue out. They could have had pink. Nell had 2 of them dead to rights. He had the monster dude literally dead to rights. This is the easiest kill of his life. And he looks at his teammate instead. I don't know. Last zone. Dude, do they throw this? We got a Betty going out. All right, so we've cleared this area. I'm thinking he's over here because there's no footsteps under us. And sure, he could be just kind of camped up, but I mean, we have our teammates under us and they're clearly not getting shot at. So process of elimination, right? Deductive reasoning. He's not here. He's not out in the open. Not out in the open here. He could be laying prone behind this wall, so I'm not mad at Dutch looking at direction. That actually is logical. But again, the building, the hardest cover, that's going to be my bet. I think they're both over there. Or maybe 1-on-1 split. And you know, because the zone's coming in, I'm not mad at them not pushing either. A lot of you guys will just push in there, but with Betty's, cluster mines, suppression mines, all that shit, and just straight up laying prone and looking through a doorway, even if they force stack through this little door right here, if they're there, they could easily get killed. So I like the fact they're playing the gas, waiting for the gas to push the enemies out of whatever suspecting hiding spots that they actually have. And again, guys, let me know in the comment section below if you guys like the live commentary or if you guys like the in-depth commentary better. And I'll just give you guys what you want. There you go. And they didn't throw the game, but guys, if you do want to watch a game that they throw or watch the bodiest lobby I've ever seen in my life, click one of these videos right here and it will bring you to some of the best content on YouTube. Y'all have a good one. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.